entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. 144. Chosen of the chosen few. You know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth in the divine energy essence of it all. As usual, reporting to you live from nowhere other than the fifth dimension up here in 5D, the place to be. And I am reminding us of the detox to detach. It is that serious. So if you haven't already gotten in, we are actually about to start in a few minutes. So even if you miss and you didn't get it today, please still send in your information. Email me as soon as possible because the times are changing that quickly. As soon as possible. We have a solar eclipse that is coming up. We just had a powerful lunar eclipse in Virgo because we are tipping into the new nodes where the nodes are now, right? North node, Pisces, South node, Virgo. This was a full moon in Virgo, so it was really bringing things from the South node that we need to deal with, right? Excuse me. And a part of that has to do with not trying to micromanage every little thing, little details, um, the shadows of those things in Virgo, right? But learning from it and learning what we can manage. So it involves a lot of getting rid of things. This is why the detox to detach with starting right now is really helping us to begin getting rid of the old. We just closed out a karmic cycle, the Pisces cycle that's closing out. That was also a part of this full moon energy to help close out karmic cycles. I can't say that enough. I know you've been hearing people say it. Even from the previous year, we've been having karmic cycles close out. This one was a big one, what this moon was highlighting. So a lot of the things that were coming up for us, although it may have been annoying, frustrating, it is for such a time as this. We need to bring it up in order to get it out. Things don't just disappear without us bringing it up and facing it first, right? So this is what the full moon does. The full moon part of this was to help bring things up. It brings up the waters, it brings up the emotions because the waters are your emotions, the emotional body. And it helps to bring things up so that you can deal with it, so that you can face it, so that you can release it. You're not going to be able to release things that you do not face and you do not deal with. Yes, I'm back home. I'm back in my ambiance. For those of you who know this background, I am back in my space and I am still recalibrating, and the show must go on. We must move forward. The movement, the forward movement must continue. So straight from the lunar eclipse removal, transmutation, let me say, which gave us a chance to really remove a lot in this karmic cycle. With the stellium in Pisces, we have a lot going on in Pisces, as you've been hearing about Neptune, Saturn. I believe Venus is retrograded back into Pisces right now. So there is a lot going on in the Pisces stellium, plus the North Node in Pisces. All of this that is happening to help open us up and expand us into our spiritual house. So not to contract. We are not to be contracting. Not that contracting is bad, but if you contract, it is a contraction to hold yourself accountable and release in a great expansion, right? The release is what is going to allow you to expand. We can't expand if we don't let go. As I was saying to someone, you can't receive something with your fist closed, right? So we need to release. We need to open our hearts, open our hands, right? So that we can release. The hands represent also the heart chakra. They're part of the heart chakra. So if your hands are closed, your heart is closed. If your heart is closed, your hands are closed, and you can't physically receive things either. So all of you who are waiting on something new, right? Even those astrologically inclined people that are like, yeah, happy new year, like myself, still saying happy new year, happy new you, as the spring equinox opened us up into the new year as we enter into Aries, which officially begins the new year, cosmically speaking. But don't think that because we enter into this new year, just like the 3D shadows new year, don't think that automatically new things are just going to happen for you. The important step right now is for us to release and let go. And I had a perfect example of that as I was in the garden today, really getting in my garden work because while I was away, my backyard, my garden pretty much dried up. So I really had to get into work today and really restore the soil, which was really sacral work. And might I say, let me remind us, we are also entering, we have just entered into the sacral chakra season, entering into spring. So there's a lot that you're going to be see happening, especially to do with relationships as they trigger emotions the most, as I've said before. So this sacral work, what I was doing today was really sacrally just breaking up the dirt, as I usually explain in the workshops. When we do groundwork with the sacral, it is about tilling the soil. It is about breaking up the soil, loosening the soil that is tight, because the soil represents the subconscious mind. The soil represents those feelings, those emotions, and the seeds represent the thoughts. The soil has to be good for the thoughts, I was saying thoughts and seeds, for the thoughts to take root and to grow in fertile soil. So we need to have moisture in the soil. We need to have loose soil. But the dirt back there was tough and dry. Even if it was loose, it was dry. So I really had to restore the soil. And this is a lot of what's happening right now. We need to restore the soil, meaning restore our emotions, restore our feelings. So it was very much deep sacral work. All the plants, all the potted plants that I had back there, everything was dry. I pretty much had to just take it all out. There wasn't much uprooting to do because it was already dry and ready to, come out. So it was just taking out all of that old stuff. And the work that was really needed was the restoration of the soil. So that's a word for us in ourselves. I'm sharing that with you now, that there is work that we must do in our what? In our soil, in our subconscious mind, in our feelings, in our emotions. There is work that needs to be done so that we can release and have true intuition, intuitive guidance through our wisdom. But we must till the soil. We must change our perspectives. Perspectives have to be changed right now, especially with Venus in retrograde where it's at, echoing the perspectives that needed to be changed within the land and with the materials in this land from ever since our North Node was in Taurus, right? And this was about maybe 3 years ago or so. Ever since then, it is echoing that back to us. Change your perspectives. Right before the Neptune changes out of Pisces into Aries, right after the solar eclipse. So this is a powerful solar eclipse. So getting into this detox, especially this week, is allowing us to begin preparing, because we're in the transitional week. For those of us that are meeting tonight in a few, we're in the transitional week. So we're just transitioning into the detox that will actually be taking place a week later, right? The strict part of the detox. So we're transitioning into that. So this is allowing us to prepare and get ready for what is to come. There's a lot that is happening. This is a pivotal year, whether you're in 2025 or in 2017. Those of us who are on the true timeline of the 5D calendar, we are in 2017. This is a 10 universal year, which is really a 1. New beginnings in so many ways, especially for the outer planets that are shifting for us. And as I said, Neptune is a planet that carries dreams, aspirations, but the shadows are illusions. So closing out this karmic window is giving us an opportunity to break the illusions. When you change perspectives, you break the illusions. When you break the illusions, you change perspectives. It works hand in hand, and that's how you have the radical change that needs to happen. Uranus in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus is also going to be shifting. It is at the final degrees of Taurus, just as Saturn and Neptune are at the final degrees of Pisces. Right? So there is a karmic cycle that's closing out there in Pisces, and there is a reflection there, something that is happening there with Uranus as well. Especially being that Uranus rules Aquarius. And Pluto just shift into Aquarius recently. So that was one of the first outer planets in a major shift. And now we're having another major shift. And I'm going to definitely do a video on Neptune. I want to specifically talk about the Neptune shift because it is a major cosmic shift. I don't know how many people understand to the degree of how major this cosmic shift is, giving us the opportunity to not just break illusions in this lifetime, but to break multiple timelines of illusions that you have been carrying in your soul's timeline, in your karmic soul's imprint, time after time after time. This has given us an opportunity to have a major break. So it benefits us greatly to do our due diligence. Aside from everything, I don't care what you got going on in your life, we have to move away from convenience and comforts right now. And we really got to look into investing in our soul unfolding journey and what we are here to do right here and right now. So if you're not in some type of detox or fasting right now, there is something that you are missing, because we really have to practice detaching so that we can allow ourselves to change the perspectives that need to be changed and break the illusions that need to be broken, so that you're not spinning in this constant backlash and this constant toxicity of what is happening in the world, in the global affairs that are neither here nor there for fifth dimension. If you are truly in the fifth dimension, we are not to be entertaining conversations about the 3D shadows. Get what I'm saying? Not 3D, the shadows of 3D. We are not to be entertaining anything within the politics, within the governments, all of these things. That is their business. It has nothing to do with the fifth dimension if you are truly in your soul sovereignty. And if you're not, this is why it is very important to become a part of some type of program that is fasting and detoxing, even if you don't get into this one, right? So I'll be getting on right now in a few. So this was a really short one. I didn't want to be here too long. Hi, Diamond. Peace, peace, peace. Love and light, Diamond. Let me see what you're saying here. You know I got to pull it in to see. Is it too late to join the detach? No, it's not too late. Matter of fact, Diamond, as soon as you can, email me right now, because I'm going to be setting up the meeting right now. So as soon as you email me, send me your information and your number so that I can send it to you, so I can send you the link quickly, because we're going to be meeting in a few. And for anyone else, if you got this, it's still not too late. You can contact me. I will catch you up, because the next meeting will be next week. Ashe. So email me at divineenergystudio@gmail.com. DIVINE, because I know some people spell divine differently. It's DIVINEENERGYSTUDIO, no S on the end, @gmail.com. Ashe. So I'll see you there, and send me your coordinates, send me your number, and I will send you the link right away. And for anyone else, if I don't get to it, if I don't see it, if you're seeing this right now and this is for you, the same applies, because I'm going to check that email right now as I'm checking Diamond. So if you're interested and you're ready and you're saying this is for you, send your information right away, and I will send you the link right away in return. If you catch this later, you still didn't miss out. You can be caught up. Ashe. So with that said, I'll see you all in a few. I'll see you later when I do another review of what is going on all up in the hues of life. So with that said, each one reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out, and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light. Ashe.